Through knowledge, expression, and reflection, we strive to empower the Pomona community. Hi, my name is Daniela, and I'm a fourth-year architecture student.
Hi, my name is Jared, and I'm the second fourth-year architecture student.
My name is Jillian, and I'm a fourth-year landscape architecture student.
Hi everyone, I'm Yesenia, and I'm also a fourth-year landscape architecture student.
Through knowledge, expression, and reflection, we have the opportunity to empower the Pomona community. We break apart the door of no return and use the fragments to build a new space where the community can learn, express themselves, and reflect. The programs driven by these ideas include a museum, kids center, and meditation cafe. Using 2nd Street as a threshold, which embraces downtown Pomona, we welcome the community with outdoor classrooms, large gathering spaces, and serene gardens.
Now looking at our urban mapping diagram, we wanted to look at surrounding schools and education centers within Pomona and outside of Pomona to start drawing these connections and relationships, or even look at some of the influences these schools can have towards our site. So throughout our site, we wanted to communicate and express a historically African American experience to help them feel empowered through knowledge.
In the closest surrounding context, we focus our attention on the Pomona Downtown Metro and Amtrak Station, the Civic Center, and most importantly, 2nd Street. We located the easiest points of access to the site from these locations and decided to continue the existing promenade experience that lives on 2nd Street and bring it into the site. When designing the overall site, our main inspiration was the Door of No Return, which was the last glimpse of the African slaves had during the slave trade. Our idea was to take this tragic experience and flip the narrative to something that can help empower the African American community and help them reconnect with their history. We found it important to divide the site between areas of knowledge, reflection, and expression. The division allowed us to distribute the program and help the public easily maneuver through the project. Throughout the hierarchy of the buildings, we decided to place a reflection areas on the north side, the expression on the south side, and most important building being the knowledge building sits directly over 2nd Street.
We wanted to also take into account this main circulation throughout the site. So we wanted to include a main pathway that connected all of the buildings. And this also includes a secondary paths within the landscape, which act as guides and connections throughout the site. Like we had mentioned before in the placement diagram, we wanted to take into account the spaces and create a connection between them. We have the expression building at the top east side of the site, which houses a children's center, as well as a gallery. The knowledge building, which bridges the northern and southern quadrants, which houses the education center and the museum. We also have the landscape, which is on the southwind quadrant, which acts as a space with an outdoor classroom and a meditation space. And the expression landscape, which bridges the northern and southern quadrants, houses a space for outdoor experiences.
The plant palette for our site was chosen to support the idea of empowerment through knowledge, expression, and reflection, respectively.